Ladies and gentlemen, the Adult Baby Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Adult Babies Podcast, episode 156. I am B.
I'm Chick.
And I'm Chris.
Hey.
What's up, guys?
What's going on?
What's new?
What's up, Doc?
What's up, Doc?
How you guys doing?
An old one.
Doing well.
I'm doing great.
Chris, you're feeling
I'm back,
better?
man. Yeah.
You look a lot
I'm
better.
way
You're in the
better.
light.
I'm in
You
the
do
light.
look bad.
I got some color back in my face. It's good. Things are good.
So
You
how
feel
many days in total do you think you were under the weather, would you say? How
Probably
long
like-
did COVID get you?
Like all together, symptoms was like 6 days.
6 days? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's fairly
And like 3 really bad ones, I'd say.
okay.
Yeah.
All
Not
right.
bad.
Yeah.
No,
And-
it's not.
It's not bad at all. So and how long have you been out of the woods now?
I was free to go on Sunday, but today's Tuesday. So
Okay, so Sunday you were free to go. Have
Free
you
to
been
go.
walking around?
I went out for Valentine's Day.
Wow, look at
Yeah.
you. You know, last week you
cool.
said Monday was your day to leave.
Yeah,
But I
and
see
then
you
Nassau
push
County
it up a
called
day.
me. And
Did
they're
they?
like, yeah, you're good.
They're like, yeah, take your girlfriend out. Go out
Yeah,
and infect
no,
the
they-
lovebirds.
They called me on Saturday. They're like, your quarantine's up tomorrow. I'm like, really? They had told me Monday. Like, no, they got it wrong.
No, get out there. Get
Yeah.
out there.
Wait, who calls you?
So initially the state calls you, and then Nassau County actually calls you to release you. They got my mom's release date wrong also.
Really?
Yeah, not great.
That's not great. So what'd you end up
maybe
doing?
you guys, how do you know that their release date is wrong?
Because the guy on the phone initially told me Monday.
Oh, okay.
So
right.
that's how you know.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
What'd you
so-
do for Valentine's Day? Were you able to go out or?
Yeah, we
guys-
went to just grab some drinks at a restaurant.
Look at you.
Yeah, it's good.
So
It's good, man.
All right, nice.
now, are you guys
What-
big fans of Valentine's Day?
I mean, like as much as anyone is.
Okay.
You
No,
do the
that's good.
thing. You got to do the thing. And
You
that's,
gotta do the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's that. It was
Yeah, I'm
fun. Though.
not bothered so much.
Did you
I
guys
always-
have,
It never
sorry.
bothered me. Like some people get angry about it. Like it doesn't bother me.
I don't get angry with Valentine's Day. I didn't appreciate those fucking Valentine's Day stories that were popping up all over Facebook were so stupid.
Yeah. Why does this
I
bother
did
you
one of
so
those.
much? Did you?
Yeah. On
Because
Instagram, though.
people say, because people like fill those out like everyone, oh my God, that's so great. That's the, who drives more? Who drives?
Wait,
like,
what are you
nobody
talking
cares.
about?
You do care.
Oh, is this like
Maybe
one of
you
those
did something
sheets that you
different.
have to fill out?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you meant just
Yeah.
posting a
Yes,
picture. I posted a picture, not a
No,
sheet.
no, I find those. It's Valentine's Day. People want to, whatever. That's fine. I don't like they had this Valentine's. It says tell your relationship story, and it was like who's more stubborn, who drives more, Like,
better
it-
cook?
It was just a
Who's more
dumb-
temperamental? But here's the thing. I don't know why these things piss you off to a level that it's like, why does it affect you? I don't.
Why does putting up a post make it feel like it affects me? It's just like, oh, these are ridiculous. Let me put a post up, and then I have
Is
fun
it-
with
so
people
is it-
commenting. It doesn't take anything away from my day. It doesn't ruin my day. It doesn't. It's just simply.
I feel like it
Fun.
does take something away from your day. But
Well, that's you thinking that, but it doesn't.
all right, I don't. If I was in a relationship with somebody, I don't see myself filling out one of those questionnaires. But
Yeah, just
I
because it's
did.
annoying.
It's annoying, but I
Yeah.
did enjoy reading some of them.
See,
I
this
didn't
is the
enjoy reading it. I
had
generational
no-
gap, though. Can I just say? Because
Yeah.
I didn't see a single one of those things.
Because it was all on Facebook. It wasn't anywhere else.
Yeah.
Why is that a generational gap? I get it.
What?
Hello. I
Oh,
said,
there you
why
are.
is it a generational gap?
Because it must be all people your age posting that shit. Because I didn't see a single thing. Maybe it's just a
fair enough.
Facebook.
It's
That's
very
very
possible.
possible.
Yeah.
I think it was more on Facebook. It was one.
It
of
could be
Facebook.
more like a
possible.
married person thing. You know, who knows?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone who's
Definitely.
married.
Yeah,
So,
I get.
yeah.
I mean, maybe if one of the questions was, "How long after you got married did you regret the decision?"
Did you regret this?
That
That
would
would
be
have
cool.
been more interesting.
Now that would be
Who's the
hilarious.
bigger asshole?
Oh my God.
Now who's the bigger asshole in this relationship, him or you? Like,
Oh, but
you know,
Chick,
like
you should have
it's
made
just,
that. You should have made your own.
I thought about it. My post got so much action on it that I didn't need to. Like, it was. I had enough fun with that.
I was going to write one for me and you, Chick.
Cousin
what?
beat you to it. My cousin did one of me and him.
Yeah, I did see that one, but I saw a couple of like people I know doing that, and I was like, it just didn't. I
didn't see any fake ones.
I did. Well, there were a
Except
couple
when my
comics that did it, and I was like, all right, I'm not gonna do it then.
Comics. funny.
What?
The comics are just so witty and
Well,
funny.
no, they weren't. That's why I was like, this isn't gonna be that funny.
Oh, it wasn't
No,
funny.
no, they were.
I was gonna do one with my relationship with parliaments.
That you should have done that.
That would have been funny.
But it would have been funny, but I was just like, whatever, fuck it. Like I didn't care enough.
That's what happened with me, where I was like, I was thinking about it for a couple hours, like, you know, at work. I'm like, what can I write for me and Chick? You know, a couple things to be, you know, I think it'd be funny. But then by the time I was like gonna actually sit down and do it, I was like, I don't care about doing this.
It would have lost.
Oh,
its
it would have
luster
lost
at
it.
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
the moment
exactly.
passed.
It acts, and then when you see a couple other people, then I'm like, all right, I don't need to do anything like this. But Chick, you make a great point of like, what is the challenge that you would love people to? So, a Valentine's Day challenge for Chick to put out.
I want things that are tough and controversial. Does that make sense?
You want a Valentine's list that is going to cause a fight
Yeah,
on
Chick
Valentine's Day
wants
night.
You to break up on Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Like you would have follow-up questions. How long after this post did you guys have an argument? How long after this post did you guys break up? You know?
Yeah, there'd be a part
what-
two.
How many times did you guys break up before you settled on marriage?
Yes.
Like, I want stuff that, you know what? Those are the questions I want to know. I don't care who drives when
You're
you guys
right.
get in the car.
You're right. I did have fun reading some of those, but I
I
would
want
have.
to know who farts in their sleep.
Yeah, that's
Like-
a good one.
That's
Like, just like things that
everyone
people don't
probably.
want to share.
Yeah.
That's what I
everybody.
Who doesn't?
That's a
No,
bad
you know what I-
question, Chick.
no,
Who farts in their sleep?
Which one of you has a heartbeat? Who out of you enjoys food and water? Well, you know, next Valentine's Day, you should create your own and see
Maybe
who
I
will.
should. How do you
I think you
create a
should.
template? How
Well,
do you create a template?
I think it didn't. You just take other people's template.
Yeah, and just write
Is
your
that
own
what
words
that was?
over it.
One
That's what
person
it looked like to
posted and
me.
It just goes viral. I don't know. I'm asking.
Yeah, I don't know how. it
Yeah,
all
you can
works.
make them. There's like a billion websites that you could
But I think
probably get one of
I
those
think
on.
for next year we should mark this in our calendars.
I think
Next
that
year for Valentine's Day, you start one of your own things, and only people in real relationships that are courageous enough to answer will partake in it.
and you want to know why? Because the strong relationships are the ones that can get through stuff like that.
What's
If
that
your
noise?
relationship is so like on fucking thin ice that one bad post or comment or answer to a question can send your relationship down the shitter, then that's an issue in itself.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Is
it's just-
do you guys hear a buzzing or is that me?
That's
I don't
you.
know.
I don't
That's
hear
you.
I
Maybe
hear it
it's
every,
from the vaccine.
it's every time you talk. I'm getting buzzing. Maybe. My second one is Saturday, by the way.
Good.
So-
Same. I'm
which
happy.
which vaccine did you get again?
Pfizer.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's the Bill Gates one. So you got his chip in you.
Yeah, I'm chipped. That's fine. I'll take a microchip from Bill Gates.
What do they call? What do they say they're going to be? What do they call that? When you have the fuck's the word I'm looking for? When somebody can control you and make you do things.
Like
There was a
mind
movie
control?
about Manchurian.
Oh, Manchurian Candidates.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what B's going to be.
MK Ultra, man.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it all. As long as I'm able to go out and act a little normal, they could do whatever they want to me.
What's annoying about it is though, like if you get it, you still can't go out and act sort of normal, or at least they don't want you to.
Oh no,
because you still have to abide by the same rules. Everybody else.
I would still abide by the rules. I'm not saying I would go. It's from my own, peace of mind.
Right. So that you don't get it.
I can go out now. I was at Governor's on Sunday, on Saturday. So
how do you guys feel about the opening things back up as far as like sporting events now? What is it, February 23rd? We're all allowed
I'm immune for 3 months. I don't care. Do it.
No, but I just mean, what do you mean you're immune for 3 months?
You got apparently after you have it, you get like 3 months of antibodies or something like that. They think it's about 3 months.
Now, how long does the vaccine last? Do they know?
I don't think they know yet.
That's what's curious to me. Like, if the vaccine only lasts 3 months, is it worth getting it?
I don't know.
I don't think it only lasts.
Is it going to become like a flu shot?
It's going to become like a flu shot. That's almost for sure. Like you're going to have to get it either every year, every 2 years.
It's not like those ones where you get it when you're born and it holds for your life, basically.
As far as I understand, it's not. But who knows, man? It's like it's an RNA vaccine, so it could like latch on to you or something like that. I don't know. But
now, are both versions RNA, even the Moderna?
I think the Pfizer and the Moderna are, but the Johnson & Johnson one isn't.
Yeah, the Johnson & Johnson one isn't. That I know.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be kept at like those low-ass temperatures.
Yeah, those fucking unreasonably cold temperatures.
Is that you being sarcastic or no?
No, they're unreasonable.
What do you mean by unreasonable? I didn't
There's
hear
like
that.
and I mean, I guess they're doing it without a problem, but like they're having to throw away so many vaccines because they have to be kept so cold that like the pharmacies and doctors' offices that are giving them out actually can't keep them cold.
Oh, they don't have them.
No, people are not showing up.
So people aren't showing up, but they also can't keep them that cold. So they end up just having to throw fucking vaccines out.
Okay, but people need, if they have an appointment, show up. That's the problem.
I agree.
They're there for the people.
I didn't even know that was a problem.
Yeah.
But let me just, so yes, but then there's like someone like my mom who had an appointment for her vaccine, but got COVID. You have to cancel that appointment and they like don't rebook the appointment apparently.
That goes to people. That's how my mom got the vaccine and my sister.
Oh, is that how they do it? Is there like a special waiting list type of thing?
Yeah.
Wait, what happened, B?
My mom and my sister were able to get the vaccine because it was at the end of the day for people that couldn't show up or they, didn't show up.
So if you're not on the list per se, right? You could just hang around the clinic and then at the end of the day, I don't literally mean hang around there, but
I guess theoretically,
theory,
but
you could take somebody else's vaccine who didn't show up.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I didn't know
because they have to get rid of them. They're not just throwing vaccines away.
Well, for a while they were.
I don't think they should either. So I get that.
For like the first few weeks of this, they were just throwing them out.
Were they really?
Yeah, it was like a pretty big scandal. You guys didn't hear about this?
I don't know if that's true.
I know sure that the hospitals early on, it was like a big deal to the point where Cuomo had to come out and like change the rule.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope Cuomo gets the worst case of COVID ever.
Cuomo.
Whatever, bro.
Oh, man. What a mess.
Am I wrong? Isn't he trying to blame like the fucking nurses and shit for nursing homes? And now he's like throw everybody under the bus for how poorly he handled everything.
I know. I'm so sick of hearing
not great.
Cuomo.
No, I'm not getting into it. I'm just saying, fuck him.
Yeah,
it's not great, but also like nobody has an original take.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
know.
I also don't know enough about everything.
Yeah.
Nobody does. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Any way you look at it, there's going to be mistakes. But
Yeah,
so,
that's true. But so what else have you guys been up to? How's things been going these last few weeks?
things are going, man.
Yeah.
What's going on? I want to get into you, Chris, because you have plans.
I have plans. We'll see what happens, but I'm still planning on leaving this Saturday.
So what happened with that?
So when I tested positive for COVID, or when Kira tested positive for COVID first, we just called the airline and were able to push our flight back. They had a flight exactly 1 week backwards, and they're like, you can move it to that if you want.
Okay.
So we did. Now the only thing is we just have to test negative on Friday or Saturday.
Okay.
And then
are you worried about that?
I mean, I'm not I'm not like 100% that we'll test negative. Because sometimes you can test positive for a while afterwards. I mean, most people are testing negative when they're done, but some people aren't.
Yeah.
So
what?
I said I heard about that.
Oh, it looked like you were eating your phone, bro.
You're moving around so much in that car. Every once in a while, we'd hear. And
it's actually not his mouth; it's just his body crunching.
There's just noises coming out. Because sometimes your speaker picks up every once in a while when you move close, and then when you move away.
Okay. What do you want me to do?
I don't know. Stay forward.
I won't move.
Good. So Saturday you're gonna get the what? Friday you're gonna get
Friday
the
or
test?
Saturday. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were leaving Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday night. So.
Okay.
So either Friday or Saturday morning, I'm gonna go get the test, depending on the weather, I guess. Because we're supposed to get snow again, I heard. So.
Yeah. How much snow are we gonna get?
I don't know. Apparently, it's one of those like it could be a lot of snow or a lot of rain.
Yeah, I heard 3 to 6.
Oh, well, that sucks.
All right.
I heard that. Who knows how true that is?
But yeah, so hopefully everything goes well and I'm still able to go. Because we can't really cancel it. So, you know, it's like either we're gonna just see what happens. Like,
so what do you mean by you can't cancel it?
Exactly what I just said. We can't cancel it. Like, it's not cancelable.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize. That's interesting.
Yeah. So like a lot of companies with COVID, they were being like really great about cancellations and stuff like that early on. And now that it's kind of a year in, they're like, okay, you know the risk of booking this. So we can't just offer you, refunds and stuff like that.
That makes sense. Though.
Which is fair. I'm not mad about it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm just gonna see what happens.
But you can push it back? Or
yeah, I could,
okay.
but at that point, if after almost 2 weeks, if after a full week of not having it, I'm still testing positive, I'm almost better off just rebooking the whole thing than push back another week and
oh man.
So
there's a lot riding on this test.
Probably, yeah.
Probably, definitely.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, so I think we'll be fine, but
okay,
it's not 100%. But I might be hanging out with you guys next week, so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Me and Chick still want to give it a good month before we see you. Just because the state says you're fine doesn't mean we say you're fine. Right. Okay.
You guys catch that residual?
Everything the state says, we like to double.
Yeah, I'm pushing everything 2 weeks ahead. All right.
So B, you get your second dose this weekend, you said?
Saturday, yes.
How long after that are you good?
Well, I mean, they say 7 to 10 days
that's
before you're
before it's like effective.
Before you're vaccinated. Yeah, I mean, with the first one, I guess I'm like halfway there. I did a show last week in this place, and I was freaked out for the next 3 days. What?
I was just laughing at you said in this place.
Yeah, because I don't want to say where it was, but I was freaked out for the next 3 to 4 days because what they did, everybody's worried about the I don't know who comes in, like the state liquor authority.
Yeah,
Comes
there's
in.
like inspectors and shit.
Yeah, so they've come in before. I've seen them before, and usually they're fine. They just leave. But this one, they had all the It was a show, so it was pretty packed in there. And they took all the comics, and they stuck us downstairs. So we had to go underneath the bar, into like their like kitchen, and that's where they kept us, just in case the liquor authority came through and busted the joint up. There was like, a bunch of comics underneath, like we were, hidden in the basement.
Jeez.
But I'm in there, and a lot of the comics at this point, I know a bunch of them, but there's not a lot of masks on, and I'm like, ugh, I just feel so weird. But I wore my mask for the most
I was
part. Then
just
I
gonna
ended up
say, were you wearing yours?
I was wearing mine, but then after my set, I came down and I had it off. But I don't know. It's just such a weird time, man.
You felt weird asking them to put it on, right?
Oh, I wasn't gonna ask them to put it on. It's like, five. Most of them had it on, and I trust these guys. I know them, but you just don't know.
You can catch it anywhere. Yeah,
you can get it anywhere, and I feel a little more protected now that I did have the first vaccine. So that I guess I have going for me, but I don't know, man. It's just so weird. And I'm just looking back, like I was in Governor's this weekend too, because they open up the clubs this weekend. So I go to Governor's, and the whole place, it was just so eerie, like everything's locked up, you going through like back doors and stuff. There's like Zoom shows going on in one room, and like it's just weird, man. And then from the show where I'm like, they're hiding me in a basement, like I'm Anne Frank or something like that. It's just weird of what's
that's an interesting.
Whoa, Gina Carano over here in the.
Whenever I make some sort of
yeah, maybe that's not a good.
I get reamed for it, but B can just throw that one out there with no issue.
B's about to get fired from the Mandalorian for that comment.
Yeah. No, you're right. That's probably I don't mean to be.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about her.
I don't mean to be insensitive when I say that. I just mean like being locked away.
I didn't mean Anne Frank in an insensitive way.
Yeah.
I just meant, when she was hiding from the Nazis.
Yeah. Well, I was hiding from the state liquor authority.
Read the room.
Read the room.
I am reading the room. I figured that was okay to say. I read the room. I'm looking at the two guys here, and you're the room.
We get it, B.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just everything is so weird. I'm so done. I'm so done with everything, man.
I'm super over it.
There's nothing else you could say other than you're over it, because
it is.
And that's the podcast, everybody.
What happened?
We're over
today's
it.
episode. We are officially
fucking over
done.
it.
But I know I haven't been I don't like to do picks as far as like new stuff coming
Holy
out.
shit, we're only 20 minutes into the show. He's already getting the picks.
No.
We're struggling
Jesus,
this episode.
This is rough.
No, I'm not trying to
I don't
speed
even
up
blame you
pick.
guys if you don't make it this far this time.
Oh my God. No, please. We don't.
I wasn't even going to do my picks, you dicks. I was just wanted to talk about something that blew me away this week.
What?
Blew you away.
And I don't know if you guys ever heard about it. Have you ever heard of Sir No Face?
No.
So this documentary came out. It's called Sir No Face. It's on Amazon.
Is that 2 words?
Yes. But it's also weird because the name of it's Sir No Face, but when you type it in as Sir No Face on Amazon, it doesn't come up. You got to put in like Gravitas. I don't know. It's a weird name. I'll text it to you, Chris.
Oh, you know what? I found it, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, even better. So Sir No Face, it starts off as like a paranormal full body apparition that they have.
I don't like this.
Wait, they found a ghost? Like,
well, yeah, they think it. And the whole doc is this trying to see if the people who actually have this video, if it's legit. Like he's trying to debunk it and find every reason to doubt these people. So it turns into a series, and I wind up watching the second one, and it goes from people thinking it's an actual ghost to people saying that it was an alien, the Greys. And now this other documentary, which was the sequel to this, called The Two Greys. And this shit got into this whole thing about how the government's going to set up a fake alien invasion.
Oh, what do they call it?
basically.
It's like Operation Blue Beam or something. Is that what they call
Well,
it?
there was Blue Book or something like that, but yeah, it's something along those lines. And I'm not saying I believe it all, but it was as interesting and fascinating a doc that I've seen on the topics. And it's just something I highly recommend. Now, maybe people will watch it and be like, I don't, it's just another one of those like groups of the ghost hunters and shit like that. But the second part of it, not Sir No Face, the one right after it, The Two Greys, is some mind-blowing shit, in my opinion. And they talk about the government and how they know about a lot of this alien shit. And I don't know. I don't want to give too much away, but it was really interesting and like mind-blowing to the point where I've been Googling shit and trying to find things that they talked about, and I can't find any of it. So like it was, I don't know. It was just
so does that
super-
mean that it's like legitimate, or you can't find any of it because this crazy guy came up with it? I'm gonna watch it. I'm just curious.
I don't know. And that's kind of where I fall.
It's weird. I couldn't find any information about this.
No, like some of the stuff they talked about, how you could like Google it and find it. Found one YouTube video about this one guy that they used, but they did use a fake name for this guy. I don't know. It's crazy. And it's just super, I don't know. I was mind blown by it. And I was curious if you guys ever heard about it, because I was wondering if there was,
I
haven't,
but I'm definitely going to watch the alien one. That sounds cool.
Because it turns into like where they want to do a fake invasion, which just is to get the whole world kind of behind each other as like a new world order where it's under one leader, basically. That's like one of the grand schemes of the like scopes of it.
Right.
Yeah,
But
I think I've heard that theory.
But it's very interesting, if nothing else. And I was watching it this weekend, and I watched like 3 docs on it because it's like a series, and I was fucking mind blown from it. And it was just something.
So what's the series called?
It's okay. So it's not a series, but the guy made the first one called the Sir No Face.
Okay.
Then they did a sequel to it, and that was The Two Greys.
Okay.
And then the third one, I forget the name, was like a wrap up.
Okay,
episode.
cool.
And there was like, but they're pretty. The first 2 were fairly long, an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then the last one was like an hour. But they're all on Amazon, and the shit was nuts.
That's cool. I'll watch that.
I don't like ghosts.
You don't like ghosts?
I'm not.
It really freaks me out.
It freaks me out when there's like legit. I don't want to say it's like legit evidence, but like when it's something that's convincing and it's not blatantly fake.
Yes,
I can't get into the ghost
sorry.
things, man. Like I can watch alien documentaries, but the ghost things, they do nothing for me.
See, that's what, and
I feel like there's always a guy in the background like shaking the thing, and it's just off camera. Like
exactly. Like I am with you, Chris. And I originally was going to watch the second one first because I saw the second one, and that's what made me look at the first one. And I didn't watch the second one because I was like, I got to watch the first one first. So the second one's the mind blowing shit, but the first one's cool because that's how it all originated. Like that's where it all started, as a ghost hunt, and this whole ghost hunt was funded by the Australian government.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And so like there's some stuff that was like, it's believable, man. And that's kind of why I'm like, I was mind blown by it.
Yeah. When I watch something that I really believe like that, it'll keep me up.
Yeah, exactly. Nuts. I almost rewatched it right after. That's how mind blown I was. Like literally that. But it's just really interesting and like cool shit. If you're into that, if you're like completely closed-minded, you're gonna hate it.
I like, you know what's so weird too, and I'm into that stuff. Like I want to like it, but I know it's gonna scare me.
It scares you, or is it like just
It
like
scares me. It
Are you like
creeps
scared
me out.
like you'll be in bed later and you hear a
Yes.
creak and you get up for it kind
Yes.
of thing? Huh.
Yes. I don't do well with ghosts.
all right,
Interesting.
fair enough. What happens
Yeah.
if this is actually an alien and it's more of an alien thing? How do you feel about that stuff?
I don't feel good about anything that I don't recognize coming into my
no,
bed.
that's a fair
I,
answer.
I don't feel good
I-
about that either.
Honestly, I don't know. This
The reason why I
conversation
bring it up is because they're starting to release a lot of information, like the
Yes.
government
Yeah, man,
disclosing
did
stuff.
you see like in the most recent COVID bill, there's also like you have to release UFO information in 100 and something days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like in the bill. I
Yeah.
did see that.
How weird.
But this doc talks about it like this is part of the setup. They're slowly disclosing this so they can follow. That's how all these conspiracies go. But
My only thing with that, I think I've heard that theory. Like, do you really think every leader in the world is like, yeah, you know what we need to do? Consolidate power into one thing. Like every country like
I don't
hates each
think
other.
I
Like,
don't think every
Yeah.
leader. I don't think it's a global deciding. I think it's one group of people who think they could use it to take over.
yeah, maybe.
If it's true, I'm not
Yeah.
even saying it. Like just for argument's sake, it would be like the U.S. using it to create a united front against aliens, and them being the lead power. Say,
Right.
right. Everybody hates each other, so I don't think even alien invasion can bring the world.
Yeah, I don't know if
together.
that would help.
I don't think.
No.
I don't know if that's gonna do it, man.
I think some countries are like, you know what? I'd rather go down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck it. We'll all go
Yeah.
down together.
I don't know. I watched an interesting documentary too. Older, but it was free on YouTube with advertisements. YouTube does that now. It's pretty cool.
It is cool.
It's called "Who Killed the Electric Car." Really
I never-
awesome documentary.
What's this about?
It came out in 2006, and maybe you guys remember this. Even I guess in the 90s, GMC came out with an electric car called the EV1. And
I remember an electric car. I don't remember the name or anything.
it
really.
was like crazy popular. And
Who made it?
I think it was GM.
Okay.
It was super crazy popular, and like the premise of the documentary is who killed the electric car, because it went from crazy popular to like gone. And there's all these angles of like, okay, well, was the oil industry leveraging, people at GM to stop the production? Was there really not as much demand as it seemed? Was were other car companies trying to like make the electric car thing go away so that they wouldn't have to do it? It's a really interesting show.
This car, the EV1, I looked at, it looks ridiculous. I don't remember ever seeing this thing on the road.
When they say that, the only thing that strikes me is when you say it was crazy popular, what does that mean? Because I don't remember.
I
this
mean,
car
I
out
don't
there.
know, because I wasn't.
Chick, Google
really
this car.
around.
This does not. It looks like it. It looks like a car that's like wearing a hat.
What's the
or
name of it
something.
again? The EV what?
The EV1.
Letter number, right?
Yeah. It looks ridiculous.
It does. It looks ridiculous, but you gotta watch the documentary, because the way they framed it, they had like celebrities driving these cars.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think it looks that ridiculous.
I think it looks ridiculous.
Listen, I think it's an ugly car.
It's I mean, it's not
I
a
was
good looking car.
Yeah, when you said ridiculous, I was expecting something like.
Are you looking around at them though? Like
I
the
feel like it's what a car. I feel like it's what the 90s thought the future would look like.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
It definitely is that.
I feel like if I were designing something for the future in the 90s, this is it.
This car looks like an extra in Back to the Future too.
Yes.
That's what it looks like.
It does. It looks like if we can't get the DeLorean to work good, we'll use this.
We'll use
Yeah.
the EV1.
Oh my god, it's just a hideous looking car.
Yeah, it's
And
not
I just
great.
don't.
I agree. It's not a good looking car. I just when you said like, look at this thing.
You know what it is? I'm just going through all the
Yeah,
pictures.
it's not as bad as B's making it out, I don't think.
No, it's not. It's not as bad. I caught because there's some pictures that are better than others. I caught a few. Like I just did an image
I mean,
search
look
and
at
went
that
through
interior. That's pretty cool.
that. See, that interior looks familiar. It looks like an old Pontiac without a dashboard. But
Very descriptive there. I couldn't tell you what an inside of a Pontiac looks like.
yeah,
Yeah, me neither.
Is that
I
a
was-
Tempest?
They don't make those anymore either.
I was a big car guy in the 90s.
Were you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah,
B
I
would
love
have
cars.
known this car.
Before,
would've known.
no, I would have because it was like I loved cars before I drove a car. Like I loved cars.
Oh, really?
I was way in. I don't know anything about cars, but I love to look at cars. I knew every car on the road. I was
No,
a
you didn't.
weirdo.
Is this
Yeah.
a real? You
Yeah.
being serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. I couldn't tell you anything about them. I was just way into cars.
But when someone says they're way into something, but I can't tell you anything about them, how into it are you?
Oh, I mean, engine wise, I couldn't fix it, but I could like any car I saw on the road, I could tell you like the make and model and the year of it and all that stuff. And I like crappy cars, like
Okay.
I'm not-
that
I'm
that
not
there's a
talking about, like,
92
sports.
Honda Civic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know what a 92 Honda Civic, but
I'm starting to doubt this whole conversation with him now. Like,
I'm dead serious. No, I'm not talking about like
It's
sports
an
cars.
88 Pontiac if I've ever seen one.
I know.
that's an 88 Pontiac.
I
'Cause
can't.
he says it's not even like he's a young kid into good cars.
Yeah.
He
No,
likes
no.
He likes the cars that he'll be able to afford.
that's a 97 Ford Escort.
That's exactly what it is, though, because it was I was like so happy, I wanted to get my license so bad that all I did, like for 3 years before I got my license, I just looked at cars that I might be able to get,
Oh, that's
like
cool.
a Pontiac Sunfire. Like I like these ridiculous cars that
Pontiac
nobody would think
Sunfire.
twice. Yeah, that's why it
What
looked
is
like
that?
It,
I don't
the
even know
Pontiac
what that is.
Sunfire, the interior of a Pontiac Sunfire looks like the interior of an EV1. Okay.
Oh,
Dude,
that's
the
great.
exterior, it looks like an EV1 also.
Yeah, it does.
It looks like the EV1 tried to do like a Porsche. Like it tried to do the Porsche
Dude,
look.
this is
but
like
it,
the same car.
I know. That's what it reminds me of.
so maybe he really is good with his cars.
Oh, I was. I'm not lying to you. But when I say I didn't know anything about them. I mean, I wasn't like a gearhead that like, oh, that's an engine with that. I just liked the way cars looked. You know what I mean?
Were you big into VTEC?
No, I never had VTEC.
Do you remember that phase
Of
where
course.
all car heads, all they talk about is VTEC?
Yeah.
How do you spell
I-
that? I want to look that up too.
Well, VTEC was just like a type of engine that Honda Civic.
Oh,
It's called VTECH.
I think it's VTEC actually.
Oh,
so
is it?
people were like into the engine that was in their Civic.
Well, people,
Everybody in Farmingdale after Fast and
oh, maybe
Furious. came out,
maybe it was an H. I'm sorry.
everybody in Farmingdale, at least, because I can only speak for Farmingdale, thought they were in Fast and Furious.
Oh yeah,
Damn.
yeah. VTEC.
Like that movie, I don't care. Like that was a blatant, it just blatantly like changed things.
Yeah, I remember. What you're talking about? Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, what I say?
You said that movie.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, that movie
I thought I-
blatantly changed things.
I thought I said.
I
Fast
know,
and
I know,
Furious.
I know what you just heard in your head. You're right though. I remember leaving the movie theater and I almost got run over by a Honda. You know, I'm like, oh, here they come.
Oh,
Did you
no.
ever see them?
Yeah, of course. They're not good.
No, but when it came
They
out,
don't- I'm sorry. The first one was good, and some of
No,
the later.
The first one is not good, and the ones
first
with
one
the
was
rock
very
in it are pretty good.
oh, you're backwards.
You are backwards.
You're
the
wrong.
The first one was the best.
I disagree.
Well, let me tell you something. The COVID has confused you. You're wrong.
Okay, what about
Yeah,
like
you-
what about like 2 through 5 where they didn't even get Vin Diesel.
No,
Well,
it
that's
stopped
what I
being
said.
good after the first one.
I said it wasn't good after that, and then they came back and had like one.
They had a
good one.
couple good ones later on.
Yeah,
And then I
The
saw
Rock
that
had
I
some
saw that Hobbs and Shaw one too. That was really good.
Oh, I didn't.
Was it?
Maybe not really good. It was good.
I was just
tapped
gonna
out.
say, careful with that rating.
I tapped out with Hobbs and Shaw.
Hobbs and
didn't
Shaw
see
wasn't
Hobbs and
bad.
Shaw either. Because
wasn't
all I
bad.
think about is the first one and Ja Rule saying, Menage!
Yes. Oh God.
That movie is a fucking classic, but the only problem was after it, everybody started stealing cars and thinking they were actually living in Fast and Furious.
That's very true.
That's what
That's
happens,
very
man.
true.
It does. It's just amazing how people just like hop
Are the
onto
worst.
It was. It
You know
was
how many
like
times no, because like when I was in high school, the fifth one, like when they revamped it with Vin Diesel was coming out. I think it was the fifth one. And like, do you know how many kids would like post on their thing? Or I remember it was a big thing in my yearbook. Like kids would like put a Vin Diesel quote in it. Like, I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
yeah.
It's like, bro, you drive like a Nissan.
Were they doing that as a joke? Were they saying
No,
that
it
as
was
a
like
joke,
a thing.
though?
Like people thought it
Because
was really cool.
Because we said that like as a joke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like as a joke, but it's
I
one
would
of
say
those
it to my
things-
friend. We would say it to each other all the time, and like not like being serious, just because
Yeah,
it was
but
such a silly line.
isn't it one of those like it's like a silly line, but some people take it really seriously? Like
No,
it's
I
like a
think
motivational
I
quote.
still use "You never had your car." I use that line all
Yeah.
the time.
There was a lot of really silly quotes in that movie that were easy to use around your friends. You know,
I agree. I agree 100% with that. And great quotes to use around your friends.
they were great. You could fit them into like conversations.
You could fit them into anything.
Yeah, I those movies were weird. Did you ever go racing on DPA?
No, could I tell you, I was never into that. I never did that.
Okay.
Now I've went on joyrides and pot rides on down DPA.
Yes. Now, Chris, the kids.
I have no idea what
that.
you're talking about.
So like,
Deer Park Avenue was what everybody after Fast and Furious thought was their track.
Oh, okay. That sounds
So
would just-
people would take their Honda Civics and all these cars with their shitty fucking custom fucking paint jobs and fucking all their like souped up exhaust and all this shit, and they would race.
yeah.
I know people that were into that. I don't know if it was at the same spot, but I know there was like a big thing, like Long Island needs a drag strip was like a big thing. And people would go race somewhere. I never did that though.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't disagree with they need a drag strip, but is that something that needs to be promoted?
I don't even know that they need a drag strip.
Well, no,
Why
but
do-
that's why I'm saying.
I never understood that bumper sticker. Why does Long
I don't
Island
get
need a
it.
drag-
I don't
Well,
understand
the
it.
reason
So
why is
what?
because if people are going to do it on main streets, at least if they had somewhere to do it, they wouldn't maybe kill people.
I
So we're
guess,
gonna
but where
sanction
are
off
we?
who's
Well,
in
that's
charge of
why
that?
I also,
Where
that's why
are
I
we,
also
bro?
said I don't know how like that's even like a reasonable thing
Yeah.
to do anyway.
Yeah.
Do that shit like in North Dakota, but I don't know. Where are you gonna put a drag strip on Long Island? I guess maybe out
Exactly.
east you could
Dude, it's only got to be a quarter mile.
at a time.
But who would take responsibility for this drag strip?
No,
We
you
were
know what
gonna
the
take a
fucking
bunch of kids
insurance
out-
would be?
Yeah. Oh, my
Maybe we
God.
So
should
that
do
everyone can fucking reenact Fast and Furious. So you got the NOS.
it. You got
Yeah.
the NOS. I would pay to see somebody blow themselves up with
Oh
NOS.
my god.
Yeah.
I don't want to go near anyone who wants to do that.
No.
No, I just
no.
want to see somebody blow themselves up using NOS because they deserve it.
I had a Acura and I would go on Ocean Parkway and race people. The stupidest thing ever.
Yeah,
At
that's
least
not
Ocean
great.
Parkway is
At least
Oh,
it's
it
wide
was-
open.
It was wide open,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
dude, we were
What did
probably
you drive that you race people?
You could totally die doing that too.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like
definitely. I remember there'd be two of us, and then there'd be a guy in the middle, just like, and then we.
Oh no! Wait, you guys did like the whole thing?
Oh yeah, it was super dumb. I'm not saying it was smart. By the way, we were probably flying right past the Gilgo murders at the time.
Yeah,
Yeah, probably were at that time.
The guy's burying bodies, and there's a drag strip happening out. What a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive.
I had an Acura RSX. That's what I had.
That's it. I remember. It was white, right?
No, it was black.
Then I don't remember your car.
Yeah.
No, just
memory
for whatever
not
reason, I
that
thought
good.
Yeah.
Memories
Definitely not that good. Definitely not that good. But anyway, stupid
Hey,
times.
this looks like the same car.
Which one?
You have a type, man. This looks like the same car.
It does. Chris has showed me 3 different pictures, and they all look the exact
It's the
same.
same fucking car.
You're absolutely right. You know, dude, you want to hear the funniest thing? The funniest thing about
Cars like he likes his women.
Yeah.
what? 6 feet?
It's me like they all look the same. I don't know.
He's got a type.
Yeah.
He's got a type. That's all I meant.
The second you said that, you didn't know what to say from it.
Nope. I had no idea. It
He's
just
like,
came out.
He likes his cars like he likes his women. With 4 wheels. Cruising down the turnpike. The greatest thing about that was like some cars, most cars, they were all terrible. My friend drove a Saturn, and then he put like a what's the thing on the back?
Like a
Oh,
spoiler?
the spoiler.
He put a huge spoiler on it.
Oh, dude.
When you would drive down DPA, it was like young kids in Hondas and Acuras, and then it was like older guys in like muscle cars, and they would be like, you know, laughing at the people in Hondas. It was like such a weird dynamic. But I remember being in my friend's car, and we'd meet all these people. It's so stupid. We'd meet all these people in a parking lot and sit there
And pop the hood.
Whatever. But I remember driving in my friend's Saturn, and he had this gigantic, ridiculous spoiler on it, and we're at a red light, and some guy was just like, you cleared for takeoff, jackass. And it was just like some suburban dad, like just in a minivan, looked over at him, and my friend was so pissed. It was so
That's
stupid.
amazing. That is absolutely amazing.
So dumb.
One of our friends bought a yellow Type R.
Yeah.
And he didn't even know how to drive the thing when he purchased it. He bought the car to learn how to drive on it. And we used to go out joyriding, kind of, because he could barely drive the thing. Picture driving in a car that you should be whipping around and stick and flying around. And
he eventually learned. He learned how to do it.
He did eventually learn, but I'm talking about the very beginning was very...
Listen, when you I'm on listen, when you get a stick, you have to learn.
Should that be the first car you buy? A Type R stick when you don't know how to drive?
Listen, when are you going to learn? That's the best way to learn.
Well, usually you learn before you get the car.
Hey, he did a little bit because I had to learn.
My only reason why I'm busting his chops is because he took us to we used to go by your high school, Chris, Massapequa High School, because you guys have a more lenient the kids are allowed out after, you know, during school.
Yeah.
And there was always hot girls going to Massapequa. Yeah. So we used to always drive by there, not, you know, fucking be obnoxious idiots hollering at chicks. And this idiot pulled up and fucking stalled out right in front of the fucking school. And we're like, dude, get the fuck out of here, bro. Fucking embarrassing.
And you can see that car from blocks away.
It's like a bright yellow fucking, oh my God.
Yeah.
Nice car.
That was a cool car, though. I enjoyed those days. I think I've mentioned this on the podcast, talking about Massapequa High School being so lenient. Me and my friend walked into Massapequa High School one day during school day, like a school day.
Did you really?
Yeah, we just walked in. Nobody stopped us. We were like, all right. We just
Why though? What was the purpose?
I don't remember. Dude, who the hell knows? You know, what's the purpose of anything when you're that age? Just to do it.
This is also true.
So we just like went in there, like, well, but like probably somebody was like, I heard you could just walk right in, and we did. We walked right through the halls of Massapequa for no reason.
for no reason.
For no
For no
reason, just to
reason
be
at all.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you do this when you were 25?
It was a couple weeks ago,
Well,
actually.
that was also the same time period where there was a lot of school shootings going on too. That was fresh out of Columbine. I
Oh
feel
yeah,
like.
what
Yeah.
to keep the energy positive. What was that like when you guys were in school?
They didn't do like it wasn't. Listen, they didn't prepare you for school shootings when we were in high school.
No.
When we were.
So you guys
There
never
weren't-
had like duck and cover drills or anything like
No,
that?
we never had an active shooter drill.
Really?
Ever.
No.
I had those from when I was in like kindergarten.
Well,
Really?
Columbine was what
Yeah.
year? 90,
93?
93?
No, it
No.
wasn't
No, it wasn't 93?
No, it was 99.
1999.
Really? Oh,
April
man,
20.
Way off.
Yeah.
If 90, so that was in 99. I was I graduated in 01, 02. So that was what, a sophomore when that happened?
Yeah. I remember when Columbine happened, I actually lived my dad's best friend was going through a divorce, and he was living in Wyoming and Colorado at that time. And I remember he had just moved in with us, and Columbine was in that area, right? Where was
I
It was
Columbine?
I don't know exactly where, but it was in Colorado.
It was in Colorado. So I remember like he knew like of the town or whatever. So it was like this, he didn't know anybody there. But I remember coming back and watching the news. You have to understand also the news was a lot different back then. So when that came out, I was at school and I had no idea that was taking
Well, that's
place.
what I was going to say. We didn't know that happened until we
Yeah.
got home.
Yeah, that
Right, but
wasn't
was it freaky? Like afterwards, was there a discussion about
It-
It wasn't a common thing.
well, it was like that was a freak thing that happened. It was crazy news.
It was
but
kind
it's
of
not,
the first one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there was a few
Right.
more before that, but that was the first big massacre. So it wasn't like the teachers the next day were like, all right, well, this is
big
how you have to.
effect that had was probably on like the goth kids, so to speak.
Yeah.
Because one now looked at all the kids in like who wore those black trench coats or who were that type of kid that got typecasted, that got stereotyped as, crazy kids. And they really weren't.
Yeah.
Like I remember those kids
Right.
became more, I don't want to say more outcasts, but they probably got looked at much more differently.
Oh, 100%.
Their
Imagine
bullying
being-
changed from you're weird to you're a murderer. Is that kind of the vibe?
Yeah,
Well,
which
yeah,
is
I think
Yeah.
people were probably less likely to bully them because they fucking didn't know what the fuck would happen. But
Yeah.
I listen, I mean, me personally wasn't looking for people to bully. I just remember after that happening, looking at all those kids, not trusting them.
Yeah, it's kind of weird too. Imagine being a parent and you're a kid. You send your kid off to school and he's wearing a trench coat and all that, and then he comes back and now this is on the news. It's like, oh, these are the type of people, which couldn't be further from the truth for 99% of those people.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even the truth for those people. I mean, I've watched
Yeah.
a lot of docs on them, and it was a completely wrong.
Right? Yeah.
It wasn't even an accurate narration of what happened at that school.
Oh, really?
It
Yeah,
shows you.
Those kids weren't outcasts. I don't want to say they were popular, but they had friends. They weren't.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, there was actually a really good documentary I just recently watched about the mother of one of the shooters, and like the whole depiction of the two kids who did it. Now, I'm not saying they were great kids,
Well, they
but
clearly weren't great guys, but
they weren't what they were made out to be. Like
Right.
it was it wasn't like bullying gone wrong. They didn't kill kids. At first, I'll never forget. The first thing we heard is they were trying to kill all kids with baseball caps. I don't know if you remember that, B.
Yeah,
they
that does sound familiar.
Wear hats. They stopped certain things in school because of it, but nothing drastically changed.
Were the baseball hats a thing?
Yeah,
They
they said
stopped-
that they were looking at kids with they were trying to kill jocks, and that wasn't the truth either. They were just blatantly trying to kill as many people as possible.
You have to. I think school shootings back then were so new. It's like how we're treating COVID right now. No, everybody's just like, well, maybe you do this, maybe you don't wear hats. Nobody knew what to do.
Right.
Well, there's always-
it was all
that's a
brand
good
new.
analogy.
It was all new. No, that's how new it was. Where it's like, yeah, nobody.
Wow.
We'll try this. We'll try that.
The narrative they always push, the initial narrative that most things push, is usually wrong.
Of course.
At least. So I feel like the narrative that they came out with that was something that wasn't really accurate.
Yeah.
Hmm.
weird. I'll never forget. That was really creepy watching that. I remember seeing a kid being taken out over
Taking
like
out window.
over the window.
That's
And
like the one of view that will stick in my head from that
yes,
day.
and you
Is
could
the
see
kid
like the
falling
blood.
out
I
of
saw that.
Yeah, got in the leg and hurt. Yeah.
It was really it was unbelievable. It was like it's awful. And who would have ever thought like that would become a thing, like
And it's not even school now. Now that's just the active shooters everywhere.
That's
Yeah.
wherever you go.
You're right. You're right.
Like you got to be, and it was even like that video that we showed last week. It's crazy out there. You really got to be careful and kind of.
So
What are you
scary.
saying, Big?
I'm sorry. I just said it's so scary. It really is.
Yeah.
That's why I try to be so nice to everybody I see, and I wait till I get home and I talk shit about them. Right to their face, I'm super nice, and then when I'm alone with my people I trust. Ugh.
So what? I do have picks though that I want to get to this week in light of Valentine's Day.
In light of
Okay.
Valentine's Day.
In
Nice.
light of Valentine's.
Figured I'd do my top 3 love stories.
Oh, that's cute.
I can't wait to hear these.
I think they're good.
Wu-Tang Clan, a love story. Shaolin love.
Shaolin love. Oh, that's so great. My
Wu-Tang
first
is for the lovers. All right, I'll stop. I don't want to be too annoying.
Oh, you're always so annoying.
I know.
B, I'm wearing that adult baby shirt too. Actually, I do want to plug that again real quick. You can't see it in the shadow.
Nobody can see you at all.
Yeah. But everybody go out to our website. The what is it? Teesprings Adult Babies merch.
Just go to adultbabyshow.com and click the merch button. Much
Yep.
easier.
Got a lot of different
A lot of different
styles.
stuff. Someone bought a mug this week, so that's cool.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
But so anyway, my top 3 favorite love stories. Number 1. There's Something About Mary.
That's a love story? I guess so, yeah.
That's not a love story.
They're all stalking Mary, I guess,
And there's a love story in the end.
And
Yeah, all right.
Chick's whole point is love is subjective.
This love.
Love
There's
is love.
certainly love. Something About Mary is one of the all-time great movies.
It's an all-time great movie, and to me, it's a love story.
When that
Nice.
movie came out, there was nothing funnier than that movie when that movie came out.
That movie was like the original, like slapstick fucking
God.
humor, man. That shit
So
was
funny.
hysterical. My second is Titanic.
Oh, Jack and Rose.
Jack and Rose. Kate Winslet naked, getting painted. Then they
Paint-
have the
Yeah.
when they
This
fuck
is
in
a
that
great love
pool
story
club.
because Kate Winslet got naked.
Yeah.
You're like
They
Kevin from The
fucking
Office,
somebody's
bro.
car and below deck.
Paint
With
me
the
like one of
foggy-
your French girls.
Come on, the foggy window scene.
Yeah.
My
And-
last, because I've noticed in most of my categories here, there's a Tom Hanks movie and everything.
Yeah.
And in this movie, and this is no different, Sleepless in Seattle is a very guilty pleasure of mine.
Oh,
And
I didn't know that.
I love that movie. I
Good
think
movie, yeah.
I'm very biased with
You
Tom
know, I don't
Hanks.
think I saw that movie.
And I love Meg Ryan.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Meg Ryan too. Distant cousin of mine. I haven't seen Sleepless in Seattle in many years. I'd have to watch that again.
Great movie. Chris,
Yeah,
you should watch it with
I'll
your,
watch that.
your lady.
Oh, it's like that kind of movie.
I
It's
mean,
a
what do you
love
mean? It's
story.
like that. It's a
Not
love. It's
funny?
it's an actual. It's a comedy, but it's a love story.
Yeah. All right. We'll
It's
see.
not like there's something about Mary where it's more comedy than love. This is more about the love story than the comedy.
All right.
All right.
I like
That's
your
cool.
picks this week.
So those are my 3 favorite love stories in light of Valentine's Day.
Dude,
All
this
right,
whole
great.
episode was just different forms of picks.
Yeah, it was. We realized early on we have nothing to talk about, and we're just going to talk about picks.
Things that chick likes
Yeah.
and dislikes.
Do you have any Do you have any current picks? That's the one thing I'm missing from my life.
I am missing the current picks, man. I had to find a movie about electric cars that you guys aren't going to watch.
Yeah.
Tell you how frustrating it is to me that now everybody, since I stopped doing those,
But
that
what
now
if,
everybody wants.
what
These
if
are
you
just not
did
satisfying me.
one?
I don't think these are
one
satisfying.
current
Too, but this
pick
is what
per week, though, because like one show to watch a week is like enough. You know?
okay.
Yes, it is.
I could
It's definitely enough.
and I have a great pick for people to watch.
All right.
It's kind of a no name. I don't want to say no name, but it came out a few years ago. It didn't get a ton of hype, but it was an absolutely, I thought it was a phenomenal movie. It's called Thunder Road. Anybody heard of it?
I heard of it.
I know the Bruce Springsteen song called Thunder Road.
Maybe that's what I've heard of.
Bruce Springsteen sucks.
All right, go on.
No, it's just this director that I've recently found and got into, Jim Cummings. You know him?
No.
No.
Whatever.
What
Do you know
about?
Macon Blair?
No.
Do it.
Jesus Christ. It's just about this Southern police officer, and he's raising his young daughter, and he's it's funny, it's good, it's just it's a really good movie, man.
I don't.
Just
Does it
go
even
watch
have
it.
an IMDb
Watch-
page?
It
Oh, here it
might,
is.
it might not. The
It's
movie
one of-
came out in 2018.
Got it.
It's on Amazon Prime. Thunder Road.
It's
This is
the-
one of those. Nobody wants my blatant, obvious new picks. So this is a great movie that I just found out about, and it's excellent.
We just asked for one of your new picks, but all right.
Hey,
What? What's so funny?
nothing.
No, say it, Chris.
No, it was just a review I saw of it. But
What's the review? Read the review, Chris.
it's a poorly presented tragic comedy by writer-director Jim Cummings.
It
He
sounds like
stars in
Jim.
his own movie because he couldn't find someone to play this role.
It
Why
sounds
don't you read one of the good reviews?
Because that one was funny.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Why would he read a good one? Don't you understand how this podcast works?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Oh my god.
No, it did. It
Oh,
did get a
that's
7
hilarious.
out of 10, but that one just caught my eye as I was scrolling.
Oh, that's perfect.
I think Jim Cummings, the star in it, is great. I think he's fantastic in it.
Good. Jim Cummings. What else has Jim Cummings done?
He's got another movie that I'm about to watch. It's called The Wolf of Snow Hollow, but I haven't seen
Wolf
that
of
yet.
Snow
That-
Hollow. You couldn't even pay me to watch a movie called The Wolf of Snow Hollow.
It's
No.
actually supposed
No
to be
way.
really. Wow, see, that's your problem, you two. You guys are so close.
That is my problem.
Yeah,
That is my
I'll
problem.
I'll be closed-minded. I don't need to watch. What is it called? The Wolf of.
The Wolf of Snow Hollow. Dude, he's wait. He's a cop again.
What is the Wolf of Snow Hollow about? Does it
I
also?
haven't seen it yet, but it's about a cop and a bunch of officers who try and solve a series of murders.
All right, that might be good. It sounds like mystical. I can't do anything mystical.
Yeah,
It's
Wolf-
not.
Well, it's under like a full moon thing. I guess that's where the whole wolf
Oh,
thing.
so there's
Oh,
a
okay.
werewolf.
I don't mess around with full moons.
Oh, he
I've
did
never seen
visual
it.
effects on Captain America. That's cool.
This guy's not. He's not like this guy's got some credibility into some of the stuff he's
Yeah,
done.
no.
And
He's been
All
around
right.
for a bit.
it's a good. This movie, The Wolf of Snow Hollow, is supposed to be really good. I haven't seen it yet. It just came out.
That's a new movie, The Wolf of Snow Hollow.
Came out in 20. The name isn't even that funny that you're getting that kick out of it, but all right.
It just sounds like something I like like a teenage girl would like.
Hey,
Yes.
you're-
It sounds like a Twilight movie.
You're watching a podcast about the Gilmore. You're listening to a podcast about the Gilmore Girls and watching the show, so your credibility is gone.
That's a solid point.
The podcast.
Done.
Is-
It doesn't even matter. It's a dumb podcast about a dumb show, and you're watching it.
Oh,
And
he
you're
also
wasting
produced a
hours of
movie
time.
called Krisha, which was called one of the best films of 2016 by this reviewer. I would watch that.
That's what I'm saying. This guy's not like he's good. He's talented.
An inspired werewolf comedy. All right. Yeah, I'm never gonna watch that.
I didn't ask.
Yeah, I probably won't watch that one either.
I didn't ask you guys. You asked me if he did anything else, and I told you.
I'm gonna get annoyed. Alaska.
Because you are the most critical, and you shit.
What?
You watch shit on TV, and you're so.
Why?
critical of
Because
things
because I enjoy this one podcast. I enjoy this one comedy
say.
podcast.
Gilmore Girls. And what's the other shows that you watch on that fucking shit channel?
Yeah, you do
Fuck
like Love Island and shit.
No,
Yeah,
I don't like Love
on.
Island. I like
You have
90 Day
to-
Fiance. I like
Yeah,
Summer
90 Day
House.
Exactly. You lose all credibility
Yeah.
with good stuff.
No. I don't think I lose credibility. I just think that
No, I'm telling
I
you lose-
like things. I have range in my.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
People with range wouldn't look at the title of something and laugh it off and not even give it a shot. Range means you're open and you
Okay,
watch.
but The Wolf of Snow Hollow or whatever it was called, that's a funny title.
Yeah,
It
I'm
is,
sorry.
But
That's
it cracked him up to the point where he wouldn't watch it.
Okay,
yeah, no, I mean it sounds ridiculous.
I wouldn't. I'm sorry.
But you don't say you have wide range. You have no range. You're simple-minded.
At
You're
least I
simple-
know. I don't give anything the time of day. If a thing
but
doesn't
see, that's
catch me in
different,
the
Chris,
first
is
5
you-
minutes, I'm exhausted.
You admit it. No, you admit it, and you are upfront about how you are.
Yeah.
He thinks it's like, oh, I like good stuff, and I watch this wide range of film, and like he's this connoisseur, and he's trash.
And
No,
he's trash.
I know movies pretty well, and I'm
You
not.
may know them, but you don't appreciate.
I know my movies like I know my cars from 1992 to 1999.
Yeah,
Just the
you know,
outside.
I just know the outside. Yeah, I just know the covers.
And he's got one type.
Yep.
Yeah,
And they all look like the EV1.
it's just
I
another
mean-
cynical comic.
A what?
A cynical comic.
How am I a cynical cop?
Because you just you just judge and assume you know what it's gonna be. And you
Oh,
don't
I
even
know
get-
it's terrible. I think Jim Cummings is awful. By the way, I think he's a terrible actor. He's not very good, and he doesn't have. Jim Cummings doesn't have range. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
All he does is Heartland movies about the Heartland crisis and mangled bodies on the.
What's the
on-
heart crisis?
That's the first movie.
No.
That's
Didn't
what
say
it
heart-
says. Yes, it
I don't know.
does.
The two movies I've heard of, he plays a Southern cop in both of them. That's not.
Hey, if you find your niche, just keep going.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call it range.
When I'm reading. Oh
I
my
didn't
god!
say he's got range. I said B doesn't.
By the way, this is about Bruce Springsteen. Look at that.
It's not about Bruce Springsteen.
At the plot, the first thing in the plot says, at his mother's funeral, police officer Jim Arnaud gives an awkward speech about her and how she would sing the Bruce Springsteen song.
Yeah,
Thunder
it's a
Road.
song. It's not about Bruce Springsteen. You'll
Well-
watch the first scene. You'll love it. It's hysterical.
And then what I was saying about the Heartland, it's what does it say about the Heartland?
I thought it said heartfelt.
Did I read it wrong?
Yeah, probably. You're not good at reading. Just
Oh,
like
man.
you're right.
What? What is he saying? I can't hear
Just
him.
like you're writing.
Can we get him a microphone in that car?
He hears everything I'm saying. You have these
No,
headphones
it
on.
cuts out a little bit. I'm just
No,
kind of
Chris
piecing
is-
it together.
Chris is just less rude than me. He's not calling you on your awful sound quality.
That's
Not
what are
to
we gonna
mention-
do?
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, it is. It is
Yeah,
you.
it is.
Okay. Now I can't find it, but you know what? Whatever.
Dude,
Well,
you're
guys,
looking
that has
for
been your
something that wasn't
38
from-
picks this week. I
Yeah.
hope you watch all of them within the week.
I didn't even have 38 picks. I gave my 3 favorite.
No,
love stories.
I recommended a movie, and B said something about something. Maybe.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
These
Listen. What is he saying over there?
I urge
just
you
hear-
guys to look up
Beep.
all the cars we discussed today, and then give B shit for liking one car for his entire life.
Yeah. I said I have range in movies, not in cars. Okay.
You don't have range in anything. You don't even have range in comedy.
You don't have range of your own.
You guys are the
duh.
fighting couple after Thanksgiving,
Duh.
Valentine's Day.
What'd you say?
I said you guys are the fighting couple after Valentine's
We
Day.
are. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't even have range of motion.
That's what I want to see is people fucking posts after Valentine's Day when they realize how shitty their fucking husband, boyfriend, girlfriend,
Hey, look, we're back where we started. I knew we'd get there some way.
We come back full circle.
How did I know we were going to end where we started?
It's nice. These episodes are like a nice closed package.
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah.
They are.
But
All right.
hey, give us reviews, rate
Don't
us.
review us on this episode.
Don't base it on this.
No,
We know.
Don't base it on this slow crawl through an hour and 5 minutes.
we barreled through. We get through them. Don't worry. They all can't be winners.
Yeah, we apologize.
I apologize for being a fucking prick.
How angry he is.
I'm not angry.
Look at him. He's angry.
Yeah,
Little angry man.
If you can
All
see
right.
him, you can see how red he is.
Oh,
If you made
yeah.
it this far, thank you for
He
listening.
looks like a werewolf in the moonlight.
I'm trying to end the show. You guys still
A
talk.
snow-covered wolf or whatever the fuck it was called.